obviously they have upper echelon foundations, but my little Maybelline Fit Me be getting me through it, okay? Hey Furies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, KnoKno Fury. And in today's video, ooh, I don't know, it's just felt like a minute since I've sat down and filmed. First off, can we get some applause for the lighting, okay? For the daylight, for the window lighting. Let me guys know if you like this lighting, because I don't know, it just feels so much more natural, so much more professional. But if you like the ring light, you like the ring light. That's fine. It's okay. It's all right. Whew, do I have a life update for y'all? But until then, today we're going to be talking about my unpopular makeup opinions, hint hint, drugstore edition, you know what I'm saying, because we are affordable queens on this page. So let's get right into the video. If you haven't subscribed, remember you subscribe, join the Fury fam, become a Fury. It's pretty cool over here, and let's get into the video. My first drugstore unpopular opinion. Drugstore foundation is just as good as high-end foundation. People are not going to tell you that, but it is, okay? So I'm talking about more high-end, like Anastasia Beverly Hills, Tarte, stuff like that. I'm not talking about like NARS or, you know, Gucci. Now, obviously they have upper echelon foundations, but my little Maybelline Fit Me be getting me through it, okay? Maybelline Fit Me foundation is literally the GOAT, and it's one of my favorite foundations. They also have a long wear formula, the Maybelline Superstay. e.l.f. has a foundation out now. Revlon has a really good foundation. I love their Color Stay formula. I used to use that back in the day. Drugstore foundation is just as good, okay? Tell these people to stop lying to you. My second unpopular drugstore makeup opinion. Duo Lash Glue needs to go to hell. For real, they need to go to hell with their formula. Kiss Lash Glue is literally that girl, has always been that girl, and will always be that girl. Kiss Lash Glue literally is just so mwah. Like the formula is just like it just adheres to the eye the first time. Duo, you gotta work with it, finesse it, flip it, twist it. I don't have time for all that, okay? Kiss Lash Glue is literally the bomb, and honestly it's cheaper. You can get it from Sally's, you can get it from the drugstore, you can get it from the beauty supply store. Kiss girl, I see you. Okay, I see you. You're the bomb. Number 3. Are you still here? You're still here. Hey girl, what's up? Number 3. Real Technique sponges are better and last longer than the actual Beauty Blender brand beauty blenders. So this is, it's dirty, okay? This is the Real Technique sponge. These are all that I use, okay? I love the shape of them. You have the flat side, you have the pointy side. Beauty blenders, like the actual real ones you get from Sephora, they're like $18. I just can't get with them. They don't last that long to me. I haven't used one in a really long time, so that may have changed, but I just feel like for the price point, the Real Technique ones are just as good. You can get them from the drugstore, you can get them from Ulta. Ulta sometimes has really, really good deals on the Real Technique sponges, and you can get them for like buy one, get one half off. So try that if you can't afford a real beauty blender. Obviously, there are a ton of dupes everywhere, but I like the Real Technique ones, so yeah. Number 4, okay, most, if not all, drugstore primers suck, okay? I have not had one good drugstore primer, and I'm not talking about Ulta brands. I'm not talking about like ColourPop and Sleek and Makeup Revolution. No, I'm talking about like Maybelline, CoverGirl, stuff like that. Their primers suck, okay? I hate silicone-based primers. They feel gross on the skin. They emphasize my pores to me. I just don't like them. I haven't had one good drugstore primer that I'm absolutely in love with. And we can get a drugstore primer that's like the Milk Hydro Grip or the ColourPop Pretty Fresh primer. I'm there for it, but I don't have one that I'm absolutely in love with. One that is close would be the Neutrogena serum primer that they just came out with, but I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy about that one, but yeah, most of them suck, so don't waste your money. Number 5. I have one on right now. Drugstore blushes are it, okay? Why spend $20 on one blush when you can get the same quality? That's Babe calling. Yeah, sorry y'all, Babe called and I had to deployment calls. But no, my favorite blushes are drugstore blushes. Like, y'all, why pay freaking $18 for a blush when you get the same quality from the drugstore? Milani blushes? Are you kidding? Are you joking me right now? Milani blushes? This big pot Milani blushes? The baked blushes? Oh my gosh. Like, these are bomb. Sleek blushes? I'm sorry, y'all. I got my stuff written down on paper. Sleek blushes? Like, are you serious? I'm not buying no the only high, you know, that's another video. I don't buy a lot of high-end makeup, okay? It's only specifics. But anyway, on to the next one. Drugstore makeup isn't too expensive. Y'all just don't want to pay for it. And that's factual. Like, if you can drop $50 on an eyeshadow palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I feel like you can drop like $20 on a drugstore foundation. Like, that's just me, especially convenience. Like, you know, like there's a drugstore like right around the corner. When it comes to Ulta, you gotta go all up and out the way. If you are that one lucky person that lives down the street from an Ulta, kudos to you, okay? I actually live about like 10 to 15 minutes away from one, but they're never stocked with anything. Yeah, drugstore convenience. I can get it, you know, just that close. It is a little bit more pricey, but you know, I like convenience, but that's just how I feel. Do I like paying that much for drugstore? No, but am I going to do it? Yes, just because I like it and I feel like the quality is there. To me, that's just my humble opinion, you know. Number 7, drugstore palettes suck. Most drugstore eyeshadow palettes suck. I've never come across one drugstore eyeshadow palette that I actually like. And once again, I'm not talking about Ulta brands. I'm not talking about BH Cosmetics. I'm not talking about Makeup Revolution or ColourPop. I'm talking about Maybelline. I'm talking about CoverGirl. I'm talking about Revlon. I'm talking about Milani. I haven't come across any of their palettes that I actually like. That's just me. I feel like the quality isn't there most of the time. It's always shimmers, and me, I don't use shimmers like that. I like to use actual loose pigments. It's just not there for me. If you guys have recommendations for good drugstore palettes, feel free to leave them down below. You can change my mind, but that's just how I feel, okay? It's just how I feel. Number 8, Maybelline and e.l.f. are the best drugstore brands out right now, period. Who is Wet n Wild? Who is Revlon? Maybelline and e.l.f. have literally been killing the game. I'm gonna tell you why real quick. Maybelline, when it comes to inclusiveness, they have it down packed so far. I feel like that's the #1 drugstore brand that is inclusive. They have shades for every skin tone. Their Fit Me comes in every shade. It's just hella good. They're always coming out with stuff that is on trend. I really fuck with Maybelline the long way. When it comes to e.l.f., I like their packaging. I like their quality. I like their affordability. Their brow pencil, $3. That's like one of my favorite brow pencils ever. They have skin stuff now. They have foundations. They've really revolutionized and grown, and I like brands that take notes from what's going on outside the beauty world and they bring it into their brand. Like how a lot of brands weren't inclusive, they're inclusive. I just really like that. I like that they take the message that they're actually being given and take notes and proceed to go into it with their brand. Number 9. I feel like if more celebrities collabed with drugstore brands versus prestige high-end brands, I feel like drugstore sales would be higher. I don't know if y'all remember when Rihanna collabed with CoverGirl and had that one mascara, you know, that was good for blue brown eyes, good for green eyes, good for hazel eyes. I went and bought that, okay? I bought that just because I love Rihanna that much. CoverGirl Queen Collection, not only because it was one of the only brands that were inclusive when it came to dark skin tones. Queen Latifah, like, come on now. You don't have a lot of drugstore brands out right now that collab with celebrities. I mean, you have Iman, but that's like her actual brand. You have Flower, that's Drew Barrymore's brand. But you don't have like celebrities collabing like how they be collabing with Becca, how they be collabing with ColourPop, you know? I feel like if we had more drugstore collabs, I feel like we could really up the drugstore game. Like, come on. And then number 10, my last one, drugstore makeup still isn't inclusive enough. I know I was giving props in the last couple of, you know, opinions, but it still isn't enough. 2 brands isn't enough for me. honestly, those are the only two brands that I feel like that are as inclusive. Milani is inclusive. It's just these other brands, I just don't understand why they aren't hopping on board. Revlon is kind of getting up there. I think they're trying to step their foot into the door of being inclusive. But these other brands, I'm just not, like Rimmel, Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild's foundation line was very disappointing. I wanted to try that, but once again, they didn't have my shade. Wet n Wild's disappointing. Oops. CoverGirl is kind of disappointing in my opinion. I mean, they have our shades, but they're kind of like flunky all over the place. That's just my humble opinion, you guys. I'm just here to give you guys how I feel. Apparently you guys like to hear me talk, so that's why I keep talking, and you guys haven't told me to shut up yet, so here I am. If you like more videos like this, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. I am here for you guys. I love you guys. And yeah, you guys, remember, stay furious. Bye.